start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Joining me tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. I'm Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
And we have a minute to catch up with our reporter. What do you have for us, Allie?
Hey, Brian. We've heard a lot of critique of some of the fouls that are called. Ask Warriors head coach Steve Kerr. He said, quote, "We've gotten out of control, gifting offensive players the ability to jump 3 or 4 feet into a guy and draw a foul. It's not a basketball play. Give the defensive player some benefit of the doubt, guys."
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. There's a postseason feel here tonight. Both teams trying to improve their playoff position, Smitty. That adds a lot to the atmosphere.
It does, BA. Playoff seeding is huge. You don't want to miss an opportunity to gain home court in the postseason.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, they've got Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Bruce Brown.
Here we go.
And it's Curry in at the shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Outside, Brown. On the wing, Curry. Drummond with the screen. Curry passes to Drummond. Can't cash it in from close range. And here's Herder. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. And down it goes. 2 points.
This is where Herder's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Brown passes to Curry. To the right side. Drummond to screen on Young. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Durant against Collins. And that one's good by Durant.
Look at the power from KD. It's just enough to get past the contact and finish.
Pass to Herder. Collins with a screen on Irving. Here's Young. And that one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
You got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. He plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
Now here's Herder. Pass to Young. Now Herder. Young with a screen on Curry. Herder into the lane. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks.
First free throw is good.
It's very interesting. Kevin Herder projects to be a shooter, but he's so inconsistent from the free throw line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor. And he's going for the lob. And Drummond with the jam.
Tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
Young against Irving. Hunter with the ball. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Clock at 6. Capella screen on Irving. Young from long range. Rebound Brooklyn.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Curry passes to Irving. Pass to Drummond. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
You know, every night he plays through a lot of bumps and bruises. Drummond reminds me of Shaq in that respect.
Young, the pass to Hunter. Back to Young. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Last time they met in Atlanta.
The last time they faced this team, they were very aggressive, found numerous ways to get themselves to the line.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You take a look at the Hawks, currently 8th in their conference. They're hoping to keep that playoff spot. And of course, Brooklyn, right now they're tied with them.
Well, right now for the Hawks, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
Now here's Gallinari. Last game, 26 points for him. Shoots over Griffin. Atlanta again missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
There's a screen by Aldridge. Here's Edwards. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 so far. Williams passes to Wright. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Picked up by Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
Driving inside. Here's Mills. 15 in his last outing. Dragic outside. Pass to Aldridge. Over Williams. And Aldridge with the basket on the assist from Dragic.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Dragic against Wright. Left side Williams. Gallinari for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Dragic passes to Griffin. Edwards with it. Griffin outside. Launches a 3. The rebound by Bogdanovic. With the drive. Misses from close range. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hawks ahead, up one. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And always ready in the clutch. Kyrie Irving says he saves his best for the fourth quarter.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
And Irving, perhaps underrated as a tactician, Grant.
Oh, yeah, it's a chess match indeed. One move, one play sets up the next.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
They've got Bruce Brown, Kyrie Irving out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Sharp in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Now here's Young. Turned in an outstanding game against Washington. Bogdanovic passes to Capella. Count it. And a lot made nowadays about wingspan, Smitty. Now be honest. You're listed at 6'7". Is your wingspan more pterodactyl or T-Rex?
BA, I love that. First of all, I'm 6'8", and my wingspan is more like just Smitty. Nice discipline defensively for Capella. Does a great job of contesting shots without fouling.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Herter's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Durant. Last game we saw him with 32 points. 5 to shoot. Over Collins. And the Nets miss again. The Hawks leading. Hunter finds Young. Second quarter here. Just over a minute and a half played. Here's Hunter. Tipped. And they get it back. For 3, Collins. Here's Capella. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Irving. And Collins with the big block.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
To the middle. He shoots. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Durant, the pass to Irving. Shoots over Young. Here's Claxton. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Collins, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. The Nets have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. And there's the lob. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Capella. And here's Hunter from the arc. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. And the Hawks lead by 4.
A legit threat from outside. Hunter is very confident taking these shots.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu checks in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. Williams is checked in for Hunter. And Wright subbed in for Young. We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Inside. Back to Mills. Pass to Thomas. Griffin outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Hawks have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second.
Looking at Blake Griffin, he's battled a ton of injuries. They've definitely taken a toll on him at times, but he continues to be a fighter.
Now here's Mills. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here's Griffin outside. And the Nets miss again. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. You feel bad for Griffin, considering how often he's been hurt. Smitty, seems like he just can't catch a break.
You're so right, but let's give him credit for gutting through it, adapting his game over time also, wanting to play in this league as long as he can.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Thomas. Herder defending. The kick out to Griffin. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
And he gets that one. Gallinari's gotten his second bucket on the night.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
To the paint. Ball stolen. Now here's Wright. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
Great fight we're seeing from both these guys. Each one trying to pull his team across the finish line. You know they love this kind of a challenge.
And now let's take a look at our featured game tonight. At the half, an advantage for the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, it's a defense that's driven them in this game so far. They were high energy, high intensity, and it was that determination on D that's allowed them to jump out to this lead. Every stop they've made just seemed to pump them up.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Danilo Gallinari. Man, is he getting it done today.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Hawks leading. And the Hawks looking at who they've got. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Hunter. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game. Collins a screen. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. The fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Brown passes to Durant. Over Herter. Durant's shot is off. Atlanta is shooting around 35% for the game. Now Young. He's putting up some terrific numbers. Over 28 a game. Here's the teardrop. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Here's Durant. The shot no good. And here are the Hawks now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. Clint Capella might be the best in the league at rim running.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Bogdanovich has checked in for the Hawks. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. And here's Hunter from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter, Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low.
Capella screen on Irving. Here's Young. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know what? After finishing second in Rookie of the Year voting in 2019, Trae Young took it to another level during his sophomore campaign, increasing his scoring average more than 10 points per game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Steve, Trae Young named to the 2020 All-Star Game, the second youngest player in the NBA showcase.
BA, only Luka Doncic was younger. For that 1920 season, Trae finished, listen to this, in the top 5 in multiple categories. Points, assists, three-pointers made, free throws made. Trae Young has solidified himself as an elite offensive player.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the board.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Durant. Shoots over Young. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Brown. Durant's got 6.
Known for his shooting ability, Durant is fantastic from their mid-range.
And here's Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Collins. 6 to shoot. Young with it, and Drummond picks him up defensively. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Pass to Irving. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Drummond to screen on Collins. Durant, the pass to Drummond. No good on the shot. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
Here's Young. Pass to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
An intimidator himself, Capella's not shying away from a little contact.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu checks in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Williams is checked in for Hunter. And Wright subbed in for Trae Young. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Thomas. Dragic against Wright. The rebound by Bogdanovic.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Wright finds Gallinari. Dragic against Bogdanovic. Picked up by Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Goran Dragic. You know, by the time Bogdan Bogdanovic arrived in the NBA, he was already a well-seasoned pro, Grant.
Yeah, he had an impressive run in a number of European leagues, amassing a ton of awards and championships. So he definitely knew what he was getting into when he came stateside to play with the rest of the best.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Bogdanovic nails them both.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Dragic against Wright. Here's Thomas. And it's all from three-point range.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Bogdanovic against Edwards. And here's Bogdanovic. With 1 on the clock. And that one good. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket on the night. And so it's Atlanta looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Kevin Durant is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Aldridge. Here's Irving. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Gallinari with it. Irving picks him up. Pass to Herter. And it's LaMarcus Aldridge with the foul. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Young against Irving. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. Here's Young. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Young. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge. Irving, the pass to Brown. And it's blocked by Collins. And he gets it back. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Herter. Pass to Collins. Young against Irving. Kicks it out to Collins. Collins with a screen on Aldridge. Here's Hunter. That one's wide left.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Now here's Brown. Aldridge, right side. Back to Brown. There's a screen by Aldridge.
Blocking.
Andre Drummond is checked in for Aldridge. Hawks on D. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And the jam by Drummond.
Kyrie attracts so much attention, it frees his teammates up.
Outside Young. Pass to Herter. Opening close, and he drops it in. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Put the ball in Herter's hands, let him make a decision. He can pass and he can score.
That's good from Drummond on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Now here's Young. Outside Hunter. Back to Young. Collins with a screen on Irving. 5 on the clock. From behind the arc. Collins, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Durant. That one doesn't drop. Collins with the defensive effort. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Back to Herter. Capella against Durant. Right wing. And stolen by Irving. Pass to Curry. Back to Irving. Shoots over Young. And he hits it from 9 feet. Irving's got his first points of the game.
When we talk about guards in the NBA, Kyrie is the best finisher in the paint.
Irving against Young. A minute and a half left in the fourth. Capella, screen on Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line. Collins, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Durant's gone 4 for 9 from the field.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Hawks.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
Yeah, it was a fun matchup this year. Neither team could gain an edge. It's the kind of rivalry you want to see between conference opponents.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Clint Capella.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Drummond to screen on Collins. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Another shot. Drummond with the bucket.
Multi-time NBA rebound leader. Might want to think about putting a body on Drummond.
Young against Irving. Young with it. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.